Hey there, amazing English learners. Welcome to Tales for Talking, where learning English feels like chatting with a friend over coffee. I'm Jessica, and today we're going to unlock some super cool secrets about becoming a better listener in English. You know that feeling when you're watching your favorite Netflix show in English or trying to follow a conversation and your brain just gets stuck? Well, guess what? After today's episode, you're going to have some amazing new tools to help you understand English so much better. I'm going to share 10 game-changing strategies that have helped thousands of English learners just like you. These aren't your typical boring study tips. These are real, practical techniques that you can start using right away. And the best part? They actually work while you're doing things you enjoy, like listening to your favorite podcasts or audiobooks. Stay with me until the end because we'll have an interactive session where you can practice what you've learned. Plus, I'll share a special tip that most English teachers never tell their students, something that can transform the way you understand native speakers. So, grab your favorite drink, find a comfy spot, and let's dive into today's adventure in English learning. Trust me, by the end of this episode, you'll be amazed at how much more confident you feel about your listening skills. Ready? Let's get started.
Hey there, friends. Welcome to Tales for Talking. I'm really excited to share something super useful with you today. We're going to talk about how to become better listeners in English. You know what? Learning to listen well is like developing a superpower when you're learning English. Have you ever felt lost while listening to English podcasts or audiobooks? Don't worry, I've got some amazing tips that will help you understand so much more. Let me share them with you, just like I would with a friend over coffee. First off, here's a cool trick. Before you start listening to something in English, take a minute to learn a bit about the topic. It's like checking out the movie trailer before watching the film. This helps your brain get ready for what's coming. Another super helpful tip is to keep a small notebook with you. When you hear words you don't know or interesting phrases, just write them down. It's like creating your own personal English dictionary. Here's something I love doing. I ask myself questions before I start listening, like, what will this be about? Or, what might I learn from this? It's fun and it helps you focus better. Oh, and here's a secret that really works when you hear something interesting. Try saying it out loud. Yes, just repeat it. It's like being an actor practicing their lines. This helps with both understanding and pronunciation. Don't feel bad about hitting that pause button. If something's not clear, just pause and take your time. It's not a race. It's about understanding and enjoying what you're listening to. After you've finished listening to something, try telling yourself what it was about, like you're telling a story to a friend. You can even record yourself if you want. It's great practice. If you can find the written words of what you're listening to, we call these transcripts. That's fantastic. It's like having subtitles for your ears. Here's another cool tip. Review what you learned the next day and then maybe a week later. It's like watering a plant. You need to do it regularly to help it grow. And guess what? You can change the speed of most podcasts and audiobooks. If someone's talking too fast, slow it down a bit. As you get better, you can speed it up. It's like having a volume control for speed. Last but not least, try to find someone to talk about what you've listened to. But don't worry, if you can't, you can write about it in a journal, record your thoughts, or even join online groups to discuss it with other English learners. The best part? You can do all this while listening to things you actually enjoy. It's like learning without feeling like you're studying.
Interactive second part with questions. Now let's chat about what we just learned. Remember, after each question, feel free to pause the video and try answering in your own words. Then play again to compare your answer with mine. Question 1. Why is it helpful to learn about a topic before you listen to something in English? Here's what I think. When we know something about the topic beforehand, our brain is better prepared to understand what we're going to hear. It's like having a map before starting a journey. It makes everything easier. Question 2. What should you do when you hear an interesting phrase or word you don't understand? The best thing to do is write it down in your notebook. This way you can review it later and slowly build your English vocabulary. It's like collecting little treasures of language. Question 3. Why is it good to repeat phrases out loud when you're listening? When we repeat phrases out loud, we're practicing both listening and speaking. Plus, it helps us remember the words better and improves our pronunciation. It's like getting 2 benefits from 1 action. Question 4. What can you do if you don't have anyone to practice English with? There are so many options. You can keep a journal, record yourself talking about what you learned, join online discussion groups, or even start a blog. The internet makes it possible to connect with English learners from all around the world. And now, before we say goodbye, I want to share something from my heart. Learning a language is like climbing a mountain. Every step takes you higher, even if sometimes it feels slow. Remember, every podcast you listen to, every word you write down, every phrase you repeat, they're all steps forward on your English journey. Don't worry if you don't understand everything right away. That's completely normal. What matters is that you're here, trying and improving. Each time you practice active listening, you're building stronger English skills. I believe in you. Keep listening, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep enjoying your learning journey. Every day is a new opportunity to grow. See you in our next episode of Tales for Talking. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with other English learners who might find it helpful. Until next time, keep talking, keep listening, and keep smiling. Bye for now.